Hey guys, Brian Glies here from the Scott Insurance Agency, and my guest today is Miss Crystal Hawk, attorney at law. Good news, I'm not in trouble yet, okay?
Yet.
But if I was, everything would be great. So guys, as I talk to you all the time on YouTube and things like that, one of the things that I tell them is it's very important to me to surround myself with people that have knowledge that I don't have. You would be one of those people. So recently, Jill and I applied for a long-term care plan. And it was approved, yay for us.
Wonderful.
Okay, and when I thought about long-term care, I thought about Crystal, because Crystal is the individual that handles the trust component as far as living trust and things like that. A lot of my clients have questions about this or have never heard about it. So I just want to start off real simple. Why is a trust important to an individual or a family?
Well, a trust is something that's very important to pretty much every family. There are all different types of trusts out there, and there are trusts for so many different situations. The trust that we use most often is our traditional revocable living trust. And what that does is it's a very wonderful way to pass assets on to the next generation and to a spouse if you're married, and add some additional protections for them. So there's design features that can be built into these trusts that can provide some protection for your surviving spouse, say from potential a new spouse or a oh so wonderful caregiver later in life. There's also protections that we can build in for your children, such as divorce protection, lawsuit protection, bankruptcy protection. So a properly designed trust can include all of those things for families and more, depending upon what you specifically need.
And that's fantastic. So I've worked with Crystal. Crystal has my mom and dad's trust. We've actually spent a lot of time together talking about very high-level, confusing things. And what I want to get across to you guys is Crystal is a lawyer, but I really consider her an architect, because the way that she can build this trust with the protections, because I'll just give you a fun example. I know if the Lord called me home, all right, my beautiful wife would obviously have a line of suitors out the door. Okay?
She would.
Yes, because she has needs financially and everything else, okay? Crystal can set that trust up to where I'm absolutely positive that someone can't take advantage of my wife, my child, or things like that. There's so many discussions that we have. Now, Crystal, can you debunk the myth that I don't have enough assets to even worry about a trust, so I'm not going to worry about it? What do you tell people whenever they say that?
Well, there is no bright line rule or number of assets. So you can't just say if you have more than $300,000, you need a trust. It's a very family specific situation. You know, if you have $300,000 and you have one child, I would highly recommend using a trust with those protections built in there, because to me that's kind of a no-brainer. You can give these assets to your child outright, where they could be lost to your child's divorcing spouse, the bankruptcies, lawsuits, all of those things. Or you could give it to them in a protected manner that if they are able to handle it, they can have complete control over it and maintain all of those protections for their lifetime.
Wow. So I mean that's a mouthful right there. So good news, guys. We're going to be doing more of these videos as we drill down into it. What I extrapolate from what Crystal just said is she gives me the power to lock down my assets even after the Lord calls me home, so that I can make sure that the money is used for the benefit of my family. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the dangers of money dumps, dumping money on youthful kids and things like that. But Crystal, if people wanted to get a hold of you to visit with you about trust, what's a good phone number for them to reach you at?
My phone number is 573-221-0080.
Guys, I'm going to post that down at the bottom of this video and the subsequent videos we do. My name is Brian Glies with the Scott Agency. You guys know me. Thanks for tuning in. The whole goal of this series is to give you information that you don't normally have. I think it's super important stuff. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Brian, thank you for having me on today. And I just need to say that the choice of an attorney is an important decision, and it should not be based solely upon advertisements.
You've never heard that before, have you? Good job.
Thanks.
Yep.